Hello and welcome to Pizzabento. I'm one of your hosts, Nicky from Seattle, Washington.
And I'm Dansen from Tokyo, Japan.
So today we have some unusual sport that I've never heard before until you mentioned it to me. Could you tell me more about it, please?
Zorbing!
What?
Zorbing!
Is it the act of putting your hands on something and absorbing said moisture?
You know, you're not the only one that said that. You think you're unique, don't you?
I thought I was being original, but I guess I'm not.
Actually, my coworker said a very similar thing. But no, Zorbing is like where you get it's a New Zealand extreme sport thing, and you get in this big plastic ball,
Right?
and they put water inside. That's one way, and then they roll you down a hill.
I wonder if someone got the idea for that sport from drowning that pet hamster.
Perhaps. Sounds a little bit like mean to a hamster. I think now you can roll the clip.
Yeah, that was interesting. I didn't expect you to bring your camera inside the ball.
Yeah, like, actually, in order to do it, I got this thing, which I'm actually fully endorsing, even though I'm not sponsored or anything, but it's called Dika Pack. And Dika is Konglish for, like, digital camera.
Okay.
And, but the brand name is called Dika Pack, and it's, like, basically a glorified Ziploc bag with a hole for your lens. And, it's really cheap way to be able to take your camera inside, like, a water environment without damaging it,
So is it just like a... Wait, there's a hole for your camera?
Well, it has like a hard plastic UV coated like bump out for the lens. So
Okay.
you have to have a pack that's designed for your camera or close enough for your camera.
Okay.
And then the other part of it is a clear like a Ziploc bag, a little thicker though, but basically like a Ziploc bag so you can like still see your screen and press the buttons and stuff. And it has like Velcro and a zipper thing. It seals it pretty well. You can actually put it in a pool and stuff. Like I only used it for inside the ball, but it's a pretty cool setup for be able to get in a water environment with a digital camera.
2 words. Underwater porn. So were you looking at the camera? No, your camera's broken.
Yeah, so I wasn't actually looking at the camera.
Because I would think you get like really mess up your equilibrium if you go down staring at the camera while having no control over where you're going.
It probably would, but people do that skydiving and all sorts of other stuff, so with enough practice it probably wouldn't be that bad. But.
Right.
But no, I wasn't looking at my camera because the screen's all busted on that thing, so yeah.
So you were holding it, or...?
Yeah, I was just holding it and pointing the lens at what I was hoping was the horizon, but, you know, pretty...
Now, is it like a gyroscope type thing? Not gyroscope, I'm sure I'm using the wrong word for it, but does it... So when you're going down, you're level with the water?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you do a dry Zorb, you actually just get flung around, like, as it's going down. But the advantage of the wet Zorb is it's a little less extreme because, like, the water sort of stays at the bottom, right? That's how water does it. So
Right.
if you sort of hold yourself on top of the water, you just sort of float along with the water, too. But the problem is if you don't, you sort of get slammed up against the wall. But, you know, that's kind of fun, too. But
Does water get in your lungs?
not really, but it splatters all over you and stuff like that. It's like going down a water slide, kind of.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was wild stuff, man.
How many times did you go?
I wanted to go several times, but my friend was like, "No, let's go. Oh, scary." So
She didn't dig it.
Once.
Just once?
Yeah.
Oh, you could have went several times. You could have waited.
Yeah. Well, it took time for him to set up and stuff though, so you had to wait actually quite a while. Because they had to take that ball, put it back up on the top of the mountain, and
Drain all the fluids from your lung.
yeah, you know, do CPR on you and stuff.
Oh, awesome.
But it was fun though. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
No, what other extreme sports have you done? I've done none, so let's just get to that right now.
Not that many. I was on the platform for bungee jumping, and I was going to go into the condition that my friend went to.
Right.
And my friend wussed out, and so I was like, well, I'm not going to go then if you're just going to sit there and laugh at me when I bungee jump. So I was on the platform and that close to going, but didn't actually bungee jump. So the other extreme sports are zilch.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you ever saw the video of Ted and Cody going over.
No, I've been wanting to see that for years because I thought it was funny, but yeah.
Yeah, so a couple of friends of mine, Ted and Cody, they went bungee jumping without clothes. We were doing a pilot for a local TV show that never aired. So
Didn't
they
you
did
say?
it.
Didn't
So,
you say you spent like 2 hours censoring it or something?
no. No. I never actually got around to editing it. Wah,
Oh.
wah, wah, wah. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But yeah, that's why were you guys jumping? Or why were they guys? How do you say it? Why were they? why were
Well,
they jumping naked?
you could pay and do it, with clothes, or you could do it naked for free. So there you go, cheap thrills.
And here I thought it was something for like charity or something.
Dude, I wouldn't do it naked, even if they paid me. It's not
Dude,
even like free. If they paid me even if they paid me like $500, I don't think I would do it.
They would pay me to keep my clothes on.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I don't. I feel uncomfortable now.
But yeah, that's interesting. Do they do that just because they want to like get views, or just because it's funny, or why do they have that?
Well, I think they did it partially for the show. They did it partially because they never bungee jumped before. I
No,
don't
I
know.
mean like the company. Why do they have such a silly rule?
I don't know. I don't know. It's always fun to see people naked, I guess. It was in Canada, so I think that sort of thing flew a little better.
You know them Canadians. But when I was in New Zealand, that's where bungee jumping was invented. Like I traveled to New Zealand, and they had it everywhere. They had all this like weird ones, like ones that were calibrated so that you would get dunked underwater and then pulled out, and dunked underwater. That's like punishment, man. Like,
Yeah, I'm not so hot for that.
isn't that what they do to the detainees in Guantanamo Bay?
Not quite. Guantanamo? No, not quite. That's waterboarding. That's the continual impression that you're drowning. That's a lot different than, I'm flying, I'm gonna die, I'm drowning, I'm flying again, I'm drowning again.
Not quite sure what the difference is.
Well, without the flying part, I guess.
I guess they gotta be nicer to those detainees and like give them the flying part too.
Well, waterboarding is, yeah, it's like if you're gonna torture you and give you the sensation of drowning, at least you could fly.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Flight.
So, what other extreme sports are there that you would never try? Let's see. Would you try like paragliding or something?
No, no, paragliding maybe, but not so much.
Wait a minute. Are you telling the world that you're a wuss?
Pretty much. I don't like roller coasters, even.
Like, there comes a point, man, when you just gotta sort of like, balls out and try it.
No, I don't even. Yeah, I do roller coasters and I just about hurl. I have a very bad equilibrium. In fact, right now I think I'm a little sick because I can't even drive in my own car. I get nauseous.
Wow. You need some medicine, man.
I need some VR type sport.
Yeah, man.
Sucks.
I had my students yesterday debate which of the following sports should be Olympic sport: sumo, or video games. And
sumo, man. Video games is fun, but it's pure entertainment. I don't think it's a sport at all.
But the problem with sumo is it's not international, and to be like...
Well, make it international.
How?
Curling's not international. It's a freaking Olympic sport.
That's true. There's more than one country that curls, though. Curlers? I don't know!
So about Zorbing, would you recommend it to anyone out there?
I wouldn't recommend it to pregnant women, and I wouldn't recommend it...
But that's so metaphoric if they went on a Zorbing thing, because,
I know,
water,
man, like...
ball...
yeah, and also, like, you get, like, popped out of the bubble. I so felt like I was getting born at that moment.
And then
I was like, this is what it's like.
Then you got out and you're like, Mommy, I'm sorry, I have to leave you now. I have to go get a job.
I'm sorry, Mommy Bubble. But it was a good experience. And I would recommend it. I'm curious now if I'm going to, try things like bungee jumping and whatnot. Like, to me, bungee jumping is a lot more scary.
Right.
But,
dude, base driving is crazy. No, base driving. Base diving.
I was like, yeah, that's an extreme sport that
No, when the people who go base diving and then kind of go really close to the mountain, almost touching them. Dude, that's insane.
Have you seen the illegal base divers that, like break into buildings in cities and jump off the buildings?
Yeah,
There's clips on YouTube of this dude that broke in. Well, it's pretty easy in Japan because they don't expect base divers, but broke into a tall building here and jumped off and just glided down through Tokyo. It was awesome.
So I'm just going to put the contact information up on screen because we're running out of time. So
We have 0 time. Go.